Olivia with the Investing News Network, and I'm here with our energy sector reporter, Georgia. We're going to talk about what happened in the uranium, oil, and gas markets in the month of August. So, Georgia, let's start with uranium.
There was a lot of activity in the uranium sector. The month began with the sector still reacting to the announcement that Cameco was going to indefinitely shut down its McArthur River plant. That's big news because Cameco produces 17% of all global uranium.
So what does that mean for international supply then?
There's definitely going to be a supply-demand increase because there's more nuclear reactors coming online, and with Cameco taking out its major supply, no one knows where that shortfall is going to come from.
And there was also some interesting news out of Australia, wasn't there?
There was. Paladin announced that they were going to enter into a takeover bid for Summit Resources. This is big news because Paladin will have access to 5 uranium sites that are currently under Summit's possession.
Interesting. So how did the American producers perform then?
Well, Energy Fuels released its Q2 results, and it reported $26.9 million in revenues. They're also going to restart vanadium production, which is big news because they'll be the only North American vanadium producer.
So is vanadium demand growing?
It is. Vanadium is the primary property in vanadium redox flow batteries, and they're being used more and more for large-scale energy storage.
And Raymond James also released their list of uranium stocks to watch in August.
They did. So topping the list was Cameco, despite the announcement that they were going to shut down the McArthur River plant. Second was Denison, another Canadian uranium miner, and last was NextGen. They all mine in the Saskatchewan Athabasca Basin.
All right, well, thank you, Georgia. Now, let's move over to oil and gas. What were some of the major developments in that sector last month?
Well, the summer months had oil and gas moving a little bit slower than usual. B&K released their Q2 results, and it featured a 116% production increase. The production increase was mostly from their 2 new wells, which came online in Oklahoma.
So the oil and gas sector also had some big news out of Australia.
Huge news. Santos announced they were going to spend $2.5 billion to acquire Quadrant Energy. Quadrant owns reserves in the Carnarvon Basin, which is considered to be the largest offshore oil and gas resource.
Fantastic. And how was the price of oil fared?
The price of oil was 37% higher than the same time last year. Fears over an Iranian sanction and trade war between China and the US has forced the price to go up.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for the updates on all things energy, Georgia, and feel free to check us out on Twitter at INN_resource.